Let's give one more hand for our amazing pro-life governor, Greg Abbott. Thank you so much for being here with us today, Ben, on behalf of the governor and First Lady. Now I have the pleasure of introducing to you Texas State Senator Donna Campbell. Dr. Donna Campbell is a board-certified emergency room physician and proud parent of 4 daughters. She lives in New Braunfels and represents Senate District 25, a 6-county district which includes parts of San Antonio and Austin. Among the awards she has received is the Courageous Defense of Life Award from Texas Alliance for Life. Her devotion to life and to adoption is well known in the Capitol, as are her qualities of fearlessness and tenacity. She is a great friend to have, but pity her enemies. Last spring, in the debate for HB 416, a bill she sponsored to protect victims of human trafficking at abortion facilities, Senator Campbell spoke with the credibility that only a pro-life physician has and totally defeated the bill's opponents. Please join me in welcoming Senator Donna Campbell.
What a beautiful, beautiful afternoon. Can you all hear me? Think about it. Hope, life, love, right, fight, liberty, freedom, work, wholeness. Do these words conjure a vision of what America is meant to be? Yes, they do. I want to thank you all. Thank you, Dr. Poyman, for having me here, Texas Alliance for Life. Thanks to each and every one of you for being here today, standing for life, and marching for life. We do have an undoubtedly, the strongest, we've got the strongest leadership in our legislature today for pro-life with our great Governor Greg Abbott and our Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick. As they said, I'm a mother of 4. I'm a mother that has adopted 4 girls. I've got my youngest with me here, Annabeth. And if that's not an example of the life that God gives us that we need to protect, I don't know what is. You know, it's our family and our faith who makes us who we are as a nation and as a people. America has led, Texas has led, because we have followed our principles and walked in faith. We've honored the sacred value of life from conception and promoted the family unit, mother, father, and child. No doubt this has made us a better nation and a better people. Wouldn't you agree? And look at those among us today. We are not divided by denominations. We are not divided by color or by gender. We are standing for an issue that should be bipartisan because we are standing for life. The men in front that you see, they are from the Knights of Columbus. They stand for life. And everything they do, it's not partisan, it is life. And I thank them so much for the work that they do across our state. You know, our values, it's easy to see our values are under attack. But we must remain more committed than ever to stand on our principles and fight for life, right? You wouldn't think you'd have to fight for life. But there's such a great fight to kill that we have to stand and be strong, right? This past session, there were 5 major pro-life bills, and I was proud to sponsor House Bill 416 to protect victims of sex trafficking whenever they were at abortion facilities, to train those that work at abortion facilities to spot victims that might be having an abortion out of coercion. You wouldn't think that would have taken a fight, would you? But that's just an example of what's happening to our culture today. But it took a fight, but we were successful. And why were we successful? Because the blessing of perseverance is success. Let me hear you say that. The blessing of perseverance is success. I was the one who found the 3rd point of order against Wendy Davis's filibuster. And you know, while she stood a few hours on the floor, we have stood much, much longer, years standing for life, innocent life. What a great moral victory for Texas to win that. You know, together we passed pro-life legislation. House Bill 2 that we've heard us talk about is proof that the disastrous repercussions of Roe v. Wade and the millions of innocent lives that have been lost since that decision, despite that decision, we can still be successful in stopping abortions and saving innocent lives. And who is on our side? The Almighty Lord above. That bill was supported by current medicine and by science of the 21st century. As a result, facilities, even though we want to shut them down, the facilities are at least to be safer for women. We've got to continue our work, and we have to protect our most tiniest, our most valuable little Texans and their right enshrined in law. You know, let me talk a little bit about that bill. There's a portion of this bill, and thanks to you, it was all passed, and others like you. But it's now being challenged at the United States Supreme Court. And, you know, yes, we'd like to see abortion stop, but we want to at least make sure the place that a woman gets an abortion and that the person doing the abortion is as safe as can be. Wouldn't that make sense? And that we would expect the facility to at least be of the standards of an ambulatory surgery center like you would go to for any outpatient surgery, right? Currently, there are many abortions done in a facility that is at risk for infections. They are not clean like ambulatory surgery centers. You can't even mobilize an ambulance stretcher if you needed to in an emergency. But this talk that they have accuses us of decreasing access. And I say, no, it increases safety, right? So are they really wanting us, are they really wanting to scrap the safety of a procedure, safety for women, in order to give access? I mean, that's a back alley. That's access. We are trying to at least give safety for women. That should not be bipartisan. That is the general welfare. To ask a doctor to have privileges at a hospital where they can fix any emergencies, is that asking too much? Yet that is what the Supreme Court will hear, and we need to pray that the Supreme Court will do the right thing for the general welfare and for women. Yesterday, and I don't know how many of you heard it, there was a Democrat on television talking about, House of Representatives out of D.C. talking about the bill was just a ruse to shut down clinics and to prevent women from getting the health care they deserve. Let me tell you something. There's nothing about an abortion that is health, right? This is about safety, and it should be bipartisan. It's not about health care. Abortion is not about health care. It's about killing. Obama said. He vows to protect, and I quote, in America, every single one of us deserves the rights, the freedoms, the opportunities to fulfill our dreams. Is he talking about humans with a unique DNA? Does he not know that babies in the womb have a unique DNA? They are human. They deserve the right, the freedom, and the opportunity to fulfill their dreams that they will have. Where does he define life starting? Just arbitrarily where he wants it to start? We have to pray that the Supreme Court will do due diligence and uphold our law. Your actions, let me tell you about your actions here today, united in strength, in numbers. Whenever we have bills in the legislature and we need your help, you need to be here. Your voice, look at the difference your voice can make. You can call your representative, call your senators, and be here. You can affect law in Texas and keep Texas strong. Your efforts will protect babies in the future, and this may be one step at a time, but the blessing of perseverance is success. That's exactly right. You know, the Lord tells us, Psalms 139, I knew you when you were formed in the womb and wonderfully made in his image, right? How can we destroy that? What God creates, man had better not destroy. With the help of our governor and lieutenant governor, we've got a conservative majority, at least in the Senate. We will stop the sale of babies and baby parts. Do you agree? Do you agree that we must keep Texas safe and pro-life? We have got to keep Texas strong. Are you with me? And why do we have to keep Texas strong? Because, folks, we don't have another Texas to move to. Thank you.